colleague, to Helen, who set up the consumer advice website, The Complaining Cow. Afternoon to you. It's a very interesting name, isn't it, for this website? So let us talk about the consumers knowing your rights. Let me put one or two questions to you, if you like. I mean, many people will be asking the same thing. If you get a faulty gift, what can you do?
Well, if it's faulty and you've got the proof of purchase, under the Consumer Rights Act 2015, you're entitled to a full refund if it's less than 30 days from the point of purchase. After that, it would be a replacement or repair. And if it's been bought online, you would not pay for the return postage.
Somebody might want to change their mind on a gift that they have bought. What can they do?
Well, if you've been given a gift, hopefully you've got a gift receipt and then you'll be able to take it back. Otherwise, it will be down to a retailer's terms and conditions as to whether they'll take an item back without that proof of purchase. And also, if you haven't got that proof of purchase and they do take it back, they will give you the price that it's at. So if it's in the sale now, you'll get that price. But if you've changed your mind and you've actually not given it to somebody and you've bought it online, you've got 14 days to inform the retailer that you're going to send it back and 14 days to send it back. And whether you pay for the return postage, if it's not faulty, then will depend on the retailer's terms and conditions.
Now, this year, people have had to cope, haven't they, with some Royal Mail strikes. What if your delivery comes late?
Well, if it's come late, hopefully you'll still support the small business and say to people, your gift is coming. If, however, it really has come too late, then you have got that distance saying there that you can return the item for that and that cooling off period. If the retailer has said it was guaranteed delivery by a certain date and you haven't got it, then you can send that back without having to pay for the postage because they're in breach of contract. If you've paid for a named delivery and it hasn't come, you can get that payment or that cost returned as well.
Some people might get some damaged goods, mightn't they, when they get their deliveries? So what can they do?
Well, if it's damaged, it's really important to remember that your contract is with the company to whom you gave the money. So it's not the courier. So even if the courier dumps it on your doorstep and it breaks, it's still the retailer. So you would get in contact with the retailer and you'll say it's a faulty item, it's broken. Under the Consumer Rights Act 2015, I'm entitled to a full refund and not pay for the return postage.
And I suppose I should ask how people can make sure they do get their full refunds. Many perhaps being promised them, but they might not see the money.
Well, you should get it under the Consumer Rights Act 2015. I'd always say put your complaint in writing, because if you put it in writing, you've got that track record, you've got that evidence to take the matter further. And if you're not getting any joy with customer services, go to the CEO. You can find the CEO from ceoemail.com. You're very unlikely to get a response from the CEO. It will be the escalations team, but it does get the matter sort of escalated and you're far more likely to get somewhere if you're not getting anywhere with customer services. And
I suppose a bit of knowledge of the law would be useful, would it not?
Well, yeah, that's the Consumer Rights Act 2015 is the main one. So the Consumer Rights Act 2015 entitles you to services to be carried out with reasonable care and skill, and for items that are free from defects, of satisfactory quality, last a reasonable length of time and match the description. If none of those things apply, then you would be entitled to a full refund, replacement or repair.
All right, Helen, great to talk to you. Thank you for that invaluable advice. Helen Dewdney there. Of course, we do hope that people have got gifts and that they like them in the first place, don't they? And that they have arrived in time. Good to see you. We'll talk to you again. Thank you.
Thank you.